a lot of people now wouldn't have made it through what you guys made it through. I hear a lot of people even say, don't be in a relationship where you're not happy. That's not something that you should do. And to some extent, it is a thin line between fighting for your marriage and just being unhappy, right? So when you're going through that level of unhappiness, and even some sense that level of misery, what's going on in your mind? How do you stay focused on working through this and not just calling it quits?
I called my mother, and I was regaling her with all of his sins, and there were many. And she said, I'm going to tell you what to do. I told you what to do last time. I told you what to do the time before that. I'm going to tell you one last time. But if you don't do it, don't call me no more, because you can't stay mad and stay married. And I ain't taking nary one of these phone calls again. Are you going to do what I tell you to do? Yes, ma'am. This is what you need to do. You need to change. And I said, but he's wrong. He didn't want to go to where I wanted to go. I don't care. He's not going to change. You change. And then when you change, he'll have to change because he's got a different check. And so I changed. I stopped. She said, don't get mad. Be serious. I understand, honey, but I'm not doing that. And that used to back me up. I understand, but I'm not doing that. And then started making decisions, and he was like, oh, this is the chick I married. The one who has, baby, we ought to do this. Yeah, baby, that's a good idea. He got his old wife back. And it took 18 months, but we did it. But if you're unhappy, most people are always pointing at their partner and saying what they're doing wrong. They're irrelevant. What you have to do is change in order to inspire change in them. And a lot of people don't want to do that because they feel like, if I'm right, how come I got to change? And you got to change because you ain't happy. That doesn't mean do what he says or do what she says. Change how you are conducting business. And you keep changing until you find something that works. Do everything that makes sense to you first. And if everything that makes sense to you don't work, try something don't make a lot of sense. See what happens.
Let me tell you something. That was such game right there. And I'm going to be